Hello, everyone, and welcome here to the Mayer Center at the University of Dallas for our doubleheader of basketball tonight. First, the University of Dallas Crusaders men's team will host the Colorado College Tigers in our first game, and then our second game, scheduled for 7:30, will be the women's game between Dallas and Colorado. I'm Kevin McGurk, here to bring you all of the action tonight, and at some point we will have Crusader basketball alumni Dustin Mathis joining us for a little while. Coming into tonight's game, the two teams tonight, as they sit in the SCAC standings, the Tigers of Colorado currently sitting as the last team in to the SCAC tournament in 6th place with a record of 3-7. Dallas currently sitting in 9th place at the bottom of the SCAC at 2-6, but not a whole lot separating these two teams. Boston College and Southwestern, the two teams in between, both sitting at 2-5, so definitely ground that can be easily made up by the Crusaders. As we look at our two teams' schedules up to this point tonight in the month of January, The Tigers, with a record of 2-5, losing to Schreiner and Nebraska Wesleyan universities at home to start the month of January, following those up with a pair of wins again at home against Centenary College and Austin College, following with a loss in 3 straight games, first at home against Trinity and then on the road against Schreiner and Trinity. For the Crusaders, they come into tonight's game with the record of 2-6 in the SCAC, and in the month of January, a record of 1-3, starting the month with a loss to St. Thomas, followed by a loss on the road against Trinity, losing at home a couple of weeks ago against Southwestern, before finally winning a game, a close one, a nail-biter on the road down in Seguin against Texas Lutheran, 74-73. Last time these two teams played here was in 2020. That game back on February 1st, Dallas won here at the Mayer Center, 67-64. A game that featured a few players who still are around for Colorado. Not a whole lot of familiar faces from that team back in 2020 for the Crusaders. Although a couple of familiar faces, Latrell Toussaint and Cameron Hyde, were on the Crusaders back then. And earlier this season, the first game between these two teams up in Colorado on December 31st, Colorado won pretty big by the score of 99-76. Jack McCroskey, senior guard for Colorado, went off in that game with 26 points on 9 of 12 shooting, with 7 of 11 from the free throw line. As we're under a minute to go, we'll give you the starting lineups for today's game. For the visiting Tigers, it will be at forward number 00, Sam Kinney. At guard number 4, Jack McCroskey. At guard number 12, Edgar Romero. At guard number 14, Scott Ruig. And at center, number 33, Adrian Price. For the Crusaders, it will be starting at guard number 1, Jai Love. At forward number 2, Marcus Juarez. At forward number 22, Cameron Hyde. At forward number 23, Latrell Toussaint. And at guard number 25, Louis Cristofano. Head coaches for our two teams, Jeff Connerow for the Tigers and Matt Grahn for the Crusaders, as we will step aside for the announcement of the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mayer Center at the University of Dallas for tonight's SCAC men's basketball contest feature, the Tigers of Colorado College, and your University of Dallas Crusaders. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, the visiting Tigers. A 6'6" forward from San Francisco, California, number 00, Sam Key. A 6'2" guard from Encinitas, California, number 4, Jack Crosby. A 5'10" guard from Houston, Texas, number 12, Andrew Romero. A 6'1" guard from Long Beach, California, number 14, Scott Wood. And a 6'7" center from Aurora, Colorado, number 33, Adrian Price. The Tigers head coach is Jeff Colorado, assisted by Matt Strack, Cameron Jones, and Trey Thomas. And now, the starting lineup for your University of Dallas Crusaders. A 5'9" guard from St. Louis, Missouri, number 1, John Love. A 6'5" forward from Clinton, Texas, number 2, Marcus Juarez. A 6'4" guard from Missouri City, Texas, number 22, Cameron Hyde. A 6'7" forward from Waco, Texas, number 23, Latrell Toussaint. And a 6'5" forward from Silver Spring, Maryland, number 33, Jack Boyle. The Crusaders head coach is Matt Brown, assisted by Chris Connolly and Kevin Owens.
Now the two teams still in their huddles. Colorado breaking out of theirs, walking out onto the floor as Coach Grahn giving some last words to his team as they make their way to the center. And actually, a correction I'll give you in 1 second for the starting lineup, as it will be Toussaint versus Kinney for the jump ball, and the jump won by Colorado. Colorado in their road black uniforms with the yellow trim and white lettering. The Crusaders in their home whites with the blue trim and lettering. Ball thrown away out of bounds, intended for Price, pass in from Romero. And the mistake I made for the starting lineup, I had told you it was Luis Cristofano, number 25 starting. That was incorrect. It was actually number 33, Jack Boyle, in the 5th spot for the Crusaders. As a couple of shots missed and then blocked underneath. Adrian Price defending Toussaint. So the 5 on the floor for each team: Kinney, McCroskey, Romero, Ruig, and Price for Colorado, and Love, Juarez, Hyde, Toussaint, and Boyle for Dallas, as we'll have a basket and a foul. First points of the game, first foul of the game, as that's going to be Cameron Hyde. He'll go to the line for he'll go to the line for an and one, as Cameron Hyde this season is a 67.3 free throw shooter, 37 of 55 as he nails that one. The foul was on Adrian Price, his first of the game. Ball in the hands of Romero. Swing over to Kinney. Handoff, shot for 3 by Ruig. That's going to miss. Rebounded by Price. He puts it up and misses. Ball bouncing around, and it's taken back by Colorado. And Colorado gets the basket high off the glass. Edgar Romero scoring first for the Tigers. And the pick and roll with Toussaint. He gets caught and travels. He was open for a second, but quickly his lane to the basket got cut off. And so turnover forced by Colorado. Ball on the perimeter in the hands of McCroskey. Drifting out, guarded by Boyle. wants to drive, trying to work his way in, passes over to Price, who lays it in off the glass. Ball over to Juarez, who attacks the baseline. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Price. Up the near side of the floor, McCroskey makes a crossover. Loses the ball, stolen by Dallas. Up to Hyde, into the middle, over to Juarez, to the corner to Boyle, who drives. Over to Toussaint, who puts up the shot and knocks it down. So back and forth early in this one, 5-4 our score. Dallas with the lead, Colorado with the ball in the hands of McCroskey. Down low underneath, and we're going to get a foul. Price was open for a moment. Toussaint came in to defend and hit him with the body. So free throws coming for Adrian Price. First free throw is up and misses. Second free throw is in. 1 for 2 on that trip for Adrian Price. As coming into today's game, Price was a 58.4% free throw shooter, 40 of 73, as that basket goes in for Dallas, scored by Jai Love, his first points of the game. Kinney over to McCroskey, trying to get by Hyde, and that's going to be a foul called on Cameron Hyde. Spot foul, and sub coming in for Colorado, number 1, Will Nisbet, and number 2, Scott Cunningham, in for Price and Ruig. Shot for 3, Kinney, that'll miss, and it'll go through the hands of 2 Crusaders. Offensive rebound by Colorado to the basket, and that might have been blocked. Might have also hit off the side of the rim, couldn't quite tell. Nonetheless, Dallas has the basketball in the hands of Boyle now, over to Toussaint, and the right elbow, spins to the middle, tries to make a move, puts up the shot and knocks it down. Second made basket by Toussaint, as that three-pointer is knocked down by Kinney. His first made basket of the game. Jai Love with the basketball to the middle, screen by Toussaint, now pass over to Boyle. Boyle wants to attack, kicks it out to Hyde as he drifts to the top. Back over to Boyle. Mismatch down low, shot missed as Boyle was working on Nisbet. Actually, it might have been Cunningham. In any case, Colorado hits the shot, taking a lead 10-9. And another sub. This is Devin Filio waiting to check in as Love drives to the basket, puts up the shot, and that'll miss. Last touched by Colorado, it looks like. And we'll have our under 16 media timeout. So this is as good a time as any to give you our first SCAC scoreboard update. As we have a few basketball games going on today. One has already concluded, the men's Schreiner versus Austin College game. Schreiner winning 79-60, beating Austin College. Also starting right now is Southwestern and Texas Lutheran down in Seguin. No score showing for that game. We'll attempt to get a score for you. As our other games tonight, Austin College and Schreiner, the women's game, Austin College up in the third quarter, 52-47. And then we'll also have Southwestern and TLU for the women's game later at 7:30, and Colorado and Dallas right here again at 7:30 for the women's game. As Latrell Toussaint hits another basket. Ball over to Alex Russo, number 10. He just checked in. Ball swinging around the perimeter. Colorado, ball in the hands of Cunningham. Kick over, shot for three is in by Russo. As the score of that TLU Southwestern game with 13:40 in the first half, TLU up 13-8. As our SEAC scoreboard update. As it looks like we're in for a good one here tonight as Toussaint scores again. Ball swung around to the near side, and another three-pointer knocked down by Colorado. And I think Jack Boyle just got a technical foul. Although it might have been Juarez, the referee showed two. No, actually, I think it was on Cunningham. As Jai Love goes to take these technical free throws. So Scott Cunningham must have said something. Probably taunting was the technical. As Jai Love misses both. And that's very surprising. Jai Love, a good free throw shooter, 78.8% on the year, 78 of 99. Misses both. And Jai Love with the basketball up to Juarez. Over to Hyde. Down low, Juarez, double teamed over to Toussaint, and he's going to be fouled going to the hoop. Good, quick combination play by the Crusaders, getting Toussaint on a path to the basket as he gets fouled. And Toussaint, a 68.1% free throw shooter, 62 of 99 as he knocks down the first one. Pretty good for a big man. Second free throw up and out, but offensive rebound by Boyle, and he follows it up with a layup. Jack Boyle getting on the board, tying the game at 16-16. Ball in the near wing. Dallas looks like they've gone to a 2-3 zone defense. Drive, dish to the basket, and a foul as Nisbet will get a couple of free throw attempts. Scott Nisbet, take a look at his season numbers, is a 59.1% free throw shooter, 13 of 22. First one is up and in. And TJ Williams checking in for Toussaint on the Crusader side. Second one up and good. Light full court pressure by Colorado as Leo Magnus getting ready to check in, number 21 for Colorado. Ball kick out to Juarez. Shot for three from the far wing is going to be no good. Rebounded by Russo. Ball moving around the perimeter. Trying to take it to the baseline and stolen. Juarez over to Williams. And Williams pass to Love on the near wing. Down low to Boyle. Almost stolen. Double team now. Now the double team backs away and taken back by Colorado. Up quickly to the far side. And Unique Washington stops McCluskey from behind, poking it out of bounds. As Magnus comes in, Charlie Runagi in for Colorado, number 23. He checked in a few minutes ago, as well as Unique Washington, number 32 for the Crusaders. And that's going to be a foul. Coach Gran not particularly happy with that call. Marcus Juarez looked pretty straight up and down. As the first free throw by Nisbet is missed. Runagi goes to the bench. As that free throw is missed. Love with the basketball over to Washington. Zone defense being played by the Tigers. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Ball to the corner. Juarez, that's going to miss, but Washington tracks it down. Ball back to Juarez, drives the baseline, gets stuck, passes it back out to Love. Boyle on the left wing. Double teamed, kick out to Juarez, cross court to Washington. Shot for three for the near side is no good. Rebounded by Nisbet. 11:45 to go, 18-16 Colorado with the lead. Ball in the hands of Kinney, long three, no good. Rebounded by Magnus. Down low, shot is blocked by Boyle, and Love goes off to the races. One-on-one, makes a move to the basket. Shot is missed, rebounded by TJ Williams. Kick out to Juarez, Dallas will reset. Now the attack kick out, Washington from the corner for three, and he knocks it down. Dallas retakes the lead, 19-18. First shot from the floor made for Unique Washington as this ball makes it to the near corner. Ball in the hands of McCroskey. McCroskey now passes to Kinney. Kinney back to McCroskey. Drives the right side, and that's going to be a foul. Foul is going to be on TJ Williams. And two shots will be on the way after this break, the under 12 timeout. Let's take a quick look at some of our numbers so far. Dallas with the 1-point lead, scoring 19 points on 8 of 17 shooting, 1 of 4 from deep, and 2 of 5 from the line. As it looks like number 11, Isaac Zackham, is going to check in for Colorado. For the Tigers, they have 18 points on 6 of 12 shooting, 3 of 6 from deep, and 3 of 6 from the line. As Latrell Toussaint is our game's leading scorer so far, 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Edgar Romero, our leading scorer for Colorado, 4 points on just 2 of 2 shooting. Very evenly spread for Colorado, 4 by Romero, 3 by Kinney, Cunningham, Russo, and Price, and then 2 by Nisbet. Romero, the only player with multiple baskets. Price's points coming off a field goal and a free throw, and then Kinney, Cunningham, and Russo have all made 3-pointers. As McCroskey is waiting at the line. This year, he is a 56.4% free throw shooter, 22 of 39. And he misses that one.
I love you, Boyle.
Second free throw up, and no good. Rebounded by Juarez. Washington with the ball over to Williams, back to Washington, pass now to Love. Dallas looking on the perimeter. Boyle gets double teamed, kick out to Love, shot for 3 from the top of the 3-point line, misses, and a foul. As that's going to be called on Magnus, fouling TJ Williams. Dallas taking it out on the baseline. First foul on Magnus. Each team with 5 in the half as we approach the halfway mark. Juarez over to Love. Finding Williams wide open and a behind-the-head shot. Basket made by TJ Williams. Great vision by Jai Love and great awareness by Williams as he shot that backwards. That gives Dallas a burst of energy and a 3-point lead, and that's going to be a foul on the far side. This is on Unique Washington. This is his first foul. Offensive foul on Colorado, as that puts both teams now at 6 fouls. So we'll be getting some free throws in the near future as Washington brings it up the floor over to Williams. Colorado still staying in that zone. Washington thought about a 3, but passes it over to Love. Into Boyle, tries to work through a double team, puts up the shot, misses. Put back attempt also missed, and that's going to be a foul on Boyle. We tried to reach in and wrestle it away from Nisbet, but it's a little bit out of position. Did not have a good angle at the ball, and that will result in a 1-and-1 for Will Nisbet, who so far today is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1. Shot up and no good, and Cameron Hyde will get it. Cameron Hyde trying to find TJ Williams on the baseline, almost lost the ball, kicks it to Love, shot for 3, misses, rebounded by Colorado in the hands of Cunningham. Up the floor, McCroskey. Over to Cunningham, shot for three from deep, and he'll knock it down, as that was just on the UD logo, maybe 24 feet out. Dallas working the perimeter, trying to find a way to get it to Boyle. Now they do. Cross-court pass, Love. Down low to TJ Williams, who was open. Some great passing there by Dallas, but fortunately for Colorado, the foot of Jack McCroskey getting in the way. Ball into Boyle, working on Nisbet, and he's fouled and one. Jack Boyle will be taking his first free throw of the game. As this year, he's a 52.4% free throw shooter, 22 of 42. Misses the end one, rebounded by Kinney. Ball to the near corner, shot for three, Cunningham, and the Tigers retake the lead, 24-23, as Colorado has been very good from deep in this game. They're now 5 of 8. Shot up and good by Cameron Hyde. 5 points now for Hyde, as the ball works its way to the corner. Another three made. Scott Cunningham is on fire, as he's now 4 for 4 from deep. All 4 shots he's taken so far have been three-pointers. All 4 of them have gone in, and the last 2 have both been in the near corner, right in front of the Dallas bench. Scott Cunningham, the top scorer this year for Colorado, has scored 248 points so far, averaging 13.1 points per game. And also doing very well from beyond the arc, shooting 37.5%, 33 of 88 coming into tonight. When you look at the best shooters in the conference, Scott Cunningham is currently 8th in the SCAC at 37.8%. So Dallas with the basketball. Gets it over to Hyde. To Love, top of the three-point line. Knocks down the three. Taking the lead back for Dallas, 28-27. Ball in the hands of Cunningham. Wants to take another one. And this one finally misses off of the front of the rim. Rebounded by Dallas as Love has the ball on the far wing, drifting towards the middle, stopped by the double team, now kicks it over to Juarez. Love wants to drive into the middle, puts up the difficult shot, and no good. Rebounded by Kinney as Romero brings it up the far side. Over to Kinney, back to Romero. Thought about a three, now drives, puts up the runner, no good, and fought for, and I think that was off of Boyle. Russo subbing in for Romero. .6:53 to go, 28-27, Dallas with the lead. Both teams with 7 fouls right now, so both teams will be shooting free throws from here on out as that is lost out of bounds by Runagi. Ball up to Hyde. It's 2-on-2 right now, and he's fouled. And I think this is going to be on the floor. Foul is going to be on Cunningham. And no, he's going to be given the free throw attempts. First free throw is good. These are Hyde's first free throws of the game as he knocks them both down. Cameron Hyde, 67.3% from the line, 37 of 55 this year. As he goes 2 for 2 on that trip. 3-point lead for Dallas, 32-27, 6:30 to go. Ball to the corner, drive by Russo, kick out to Cunningham, over to Kinney, swing over to Ruig, and saved by Colorado, and a foul underneath. Juarez doesn't believe it, but Alex Russo will get a chance for 2 from the free throw line. Russo, his first trip to the free throw line today. This year, he is an 80% free throw shooter, 16 of 20 as he knocks down the first one. Both of them are knocked down as Colorado offers some full court pressure, now backs off as Russo will annoy Love up the floor. Love wants to drive, he'll draw a foul. Foul is going to be on Russo. Jai Love at the line. He missed the 2 technical free throws earlier, but he knocks down the front end of this 1-and-1. As Luis Cristofano will come into the game in for Unique Washington. Second free throw up and in. Ball works its way down low. Kinney trying to work on Hyde. He's triple teamed and passes it to Hyde. He thought one of his teammates was there, but no dice as Dallas turns it over right back. Up the floor quickly. Kinney open underneath, and he'll lay it in for 2. Bringing it back down to a 1-point game, 32-31, 5:25 to go in the first half. Dallas with the lead and the ball as Love brings it across the timeline over to Cristofano. Baseline drive, Hyde. He gets stopped. Over to Boyle. Drives down the middle. Banks it in for 2. 6 points now for Boyle. Ball on the near side, handed off, now kick back, drive by Russo to the basket. He's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Jack Boyle. And Latrell Toussaint, who was the leading scorer for the Crusaders very quickly early on. He has 9 points. He's still actually the Crusaders' leading scorer in the game. He has been sitting for an awfully long time as that free throw is made by Russo. Remaining perfect from the free throw line as Kinney will come out. Matt Holloway about to check in for Dallas. That free throw is made. And Holloway coming in for Jack Boyle. So Dallas going pretty small right now. Field of mostly guards. I think TJ Williams might be their biggest man on the floor at 6'4" right now. As Cristofano drives to the basket, that's going to be in, and it counts. TJ Williams with the follow-up, missing the slam, but the ricochet going straight up and then straight down, dropping through. Counts for 2, as he'll go for 3 now, as that will miss. So baseline drive, Cunningham, he's going to be fouled by Cristofano. So Cunningham for free throws as he knocks down the first one. Scott Cunningham this year, a 70.5% free throw shooter, 43 of 62. And he'll go 2 for 2 as Devin Filio checks back in. Cunningham goes for the bench. 36-35 our score. Dallas with the lead. 4:24 to go in the first half. And now some full court trap by Colorado, almost stolen. Cristofano from the corner for 3. Misses. Rebounded by the Tigers as they bring it up quickly. Flip over to Ruig. As now Colorado probing the perimeter. Trying to work his way down low. Shot up and no good. Offensive rebound and put back by Filio. As Matt Holloway has the basketball. Backdoor cut to Hyde. He misses the shot. Last touched by Colorado. And that will be the under 4 media timeout. Colorado with the lead 37-36. So both teams playing small ball right now. 4 guards out on each side. As McCroskey, Russo, Ruig, and Runagi, the 4 guards for the Tigers. Devin Filio at 6'6", the one big man out there for Colorado. And on the Crusader side, Love, Holloway, Hyde, and Cristofano. TJ Williams and Cameron Hyde both actually come in at 6'4". Hyde typically plays a guard position more than he does forward. But both teams relatively small at the moment. The one exception right now being Devin Filio, number 15 for Colorado. As Jai Love takes the three, long high rebound, and that's out of bounds, last touched by the Crusaders. Ball on the far wing. And now down the middle comes McCroskey. To the basket, he lays it in. As Love brings it up slowly, up the far side, tries to get to the middle, switches back to his other hand, keeping it on the far wing, into the middle, and that's going to be stolen. Runagi with the ball over to Ruig, and temporarily thwarted as the Tigers will go back into their half-court offense. Now here comes McCroskey. And that's going to be a travel. As Matt Holloway brings it up the floor, he is guarded by Ruig, gets a screen from TJ Williams, kick over to Cristofano. Cristofano dances around, passes it to Hyde, top of the three-point line, tries to drive, he's stopped again, over to Holloway, who goes down the baseline, his man falls down, tipping by TJ Williams. As Dallas brings it back to a one-point game, 39-38. Colorado with the lead. And an offensive foul by Devin Filio, as Cunningham and Kinney will both come back into the game. Going to the bench, Runagi and Filio. Ball inbounded to Love. Under 2 minutes to go. Cristofano to Holloway, looking for Love, and it's going to be stolen. Great anticipation by Russo. Off to the races, shot up and in, getting by Holloway. That was a great defensive play right there by Alex Russo. 9 points now for him. As Holloway wants to drive, kick to the corner. Cristofano for three, misses. Rebounded by Cunningham. Up quickly, Colorado. To the far side, now into the middle, Kinney. Trying to get by TJ Williams. Kick over to the near side. Shot for three. No good. Rebounded by Dallas. Hyde with the ball. Wants to drive. Gets doubled. TJ Williams with the ball. Tries to get to the near side block. Misses the lay-in. Up quickly, Colorado. As this is becoming a very fast game. Cunningham misses, almost gets his own rebound, but Dallas will pick it up. 45 seconds to go. See if Dallas will try to go 2 for 1 here. Hyde with the ball. Down low, TJ Williams gets by his man, blocked by Kinney. Tries to find Hyde, somehow gets it through to him, even though that was practically stolen by McCroskey. And Hyde will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Cameron Hyde, 3 for 3 so far. And 29.1 seconds left on the clock. Timeout taken on the floor by Colorado, it seems. think this is going to be a 30. Leo Magnus and Edgar Romero checking in for Colorado.
Where is Colorado College ranked? Within the conference.
They're in 6th right So 2 free throws on the way for Cameron Hyde. First one up and in. 8 points now for Hyde. And he'll go 2 for 2. Now 5 for 5 in the game as Colorado brings it up quickly. They can hold it for one final shot. We'll see if they do. Probably will go in for the attack around 7 or 8. Romero winding it down. Now here comes the attack at 10. Cunningham into the middle. Kick over. Shot for 3 from the far side. No good. Offensive rebound by Colorado. McCloskey up. He's fouled and it will be an end one. 0.6 seconds left on the clock. Foul is going to go against TJ Williams. McCloskey 0 for 2, now 1 for 3. As Devin Filio will come in for McCloskey. And that will be the end of the half. Our halftime score, Colorado College 44, the University of Dallas 40. And here are our halftime stats for Colorado. 44 points on 14 of 27 shooting, 6 for 14 for the three-point line, and 10 for 16 from the foul line. For Dallas, 40 points on 15 of 37 shooting, 2 of 10 from beyond the arc, and 8 of 13 from the free throw line. For Colorado, 6 turnovers, 18 rebounds, 7 offensive, 11 defensive, 10 assists, 2 block shots, 4 steals, and 11 fouls. For Dallas, they have 5 turnovers, 17 rebounds, 9 offensive, 8 defensive, 8 assists, 2 block shots, 3 steals, and 11 fouls. Our individual leaders so far, Scott Cunningham, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Those are all of his shots tonight, coming up with 14 points, adding 2 for 2 from the free throw line as well. And for the Crusaders, Latrell Toussaint and Cameron Hyde each with 9 points apiece, leading the team. Hyde 2 for 4 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, no three-pointers taken. And for Toussaint, 4 of 6 from the field, 0 for no shots from 3 taken, and 1 for 2 from the foul line. TJ Williams and Scott Cunningham leading their respective teams on the board, each with 4 rebounds apiece. Jai Love, 6 assists in the game, leading all players. The next closest by either team is Jack McCloskey with 3 assists in the game. And so we have 13 and a half to go until the start of the second half. We'll give you a quick scoreboard update as the Austin College women's team defeated Schreiner 83-76. And in Seguin at halftime, the men's teams, TLU up on Southwestern 38-31. And so that is your SCAC scoreboard update. And to remind all of you out there, you can stay current on all of the SCAC teams for all of the SCAC sports at SCACsports.com. Get all of your news, scores, schedules, and standings. And for all of you Crusader fans, you can get all of University of Dallas sports information and statistics at udallasathletics.com. So we have 12 and a half to go. We will take a short break, and then we will come back with some halftime analysis with former UD basketball player Dustin Mathis. We'll be back in a few minutes. Our halftime score, Colorado up 44-40. And we'll be right back in just a few.
What's up, Kevin?
And welcome back here to the Mayor Center. We got 5 minutes to go until the start of the second half, and joining us for the next little bit is former Crusader guard, alumni basketball player Dustin Mathis.
Thanks for having me.
Now, all right, so
Glad to be here.
what have you thought of the game so far, Dustin?
It's been a hard-fought battle so far. I think both teams are playing exceptionally well. I will say UD's got quite a bit of turnovers going into the game right now. Colorado College, they're shooting the ball very well right now, but luckily for UD, they've been able to get to the foul line a couple times now, so it's been great so far.
Now, so right now, 6 turnovers by Colorado, 5 turnovers by Dallas, something that Dallas has been known to struggle a bit with.
Right.
How have they been able to keep their turnovers minimal so far?
I think just staying locked in every play, being aggressive with their passing, with their dribbling, making sure that they have their head up. I think that'll limit their turnovers, and they've been doing better as of late. And I think they'll clean it up the second half.
Now, Colorado right now, a lot of points coming off the bench, 27 of their 44 points coming from bench players. How much of a positive impact is it when a team can have such a lift coming from the bench?
A huge effect. Anytime you have a team that has depth, it definitely makes you more dangerous. It adds a lot of versatility to the team, and Colorado's got a lot of it coming off the bench.
Now, one of those players coming off the bench, Scott Cunningham, number 2, 14 points in the game, 4 of 6 shooting, all of them threes, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Right.
Been a very dangerous weapon tonight. How can the Crusaders slow him down?
I think they got to add a little bit more ball pressure to him, a little bit more earlier rotations, and trying to get out to him on the three-point line. He's been lighting it up, so if they can run him off the three-point line, I think they'll be okay.
Now, on the other side, Latrell Toussaint, early on in the game, had 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting and 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Right.
Had a lot of success in the middle against the Tigers. Unfortunately, he's been out with foul trouble.
Right.
But when he's in, what can Colorado do to slow him down?
I think they got to be a little bit more aggressive with him, but Latrell's been playing like a beast today. Colorado, they got a lot of size, but if they can show a little bit more aggression, that might be able to slow him down, but it's very hard to do with that man.
Now, what will the key for both teams in the second half be?
Can you repeat that one more time?
What will the keys for both teams be in the second half?
Oh, for sure. For both teams, limit turnovers, have better transition defense and rotation defense, and then always trying to hit more shots.
All right, well, we got about 2 minutes until the start of the second half, as we'll take a quick look around the SCAC again, see if the TLU second half has started up, as the Bulldogs, with 16 to go in the second, up 41-37. And so looking at the SCAC standings, Colorado right now 3-7, the last team in 6th place. Austin College and Southwestern right behind at 2-5, and Dallas at 2-6. So not a very glamorous place to be fighting for, to be that last team in.
Right.
But coming down the stretch, Dallas has in their upcoming schedule games against St. Thomas, Southwestern, Austin, TLU, Schreiner, and Trinity.
Right.
But some of those big games being against Austin College, Southwestern, and then tonight against Colorado. This seems like a pretty manageable schedule for Dallas.
Right.
What will, coming down the stretch in February, what will they have to do to climb up to tournament contention?
I would say really dig deep mentally. You got to make sure everybody's on the same page, making sure everybody's playing great team defense. And I think the way they've been able to change their defense up a little bit, I think it can carry over into these next couple games ending the conference season. And I'm a full believer in them.
All right, well, 15 seconds to go. We're getting ready to start the second half. Colorado ahead 44-40 on the University of Dallas. And Dallas works their way out onto the floor as it looks like it will be their starting lineup. Love, Flores, Hyde, Toussaint, and Boyle, the 5 out on the floor for Dallas. And for the Tigers, it will be Kinney, McCroskey, Romero, Ruig, and Price. Both teams starters, and Dallas starts with the ball.
Here we go.
Love with the ball, drives the baseline, puts up the shot, and no good. Rebounded by Toussaint.
Great rebound. Great rebound.
And so Toussaint will go to the line. He is 1 for 2 so far today.
Yeah, I will say, Kevin, when he crushes the board, he crushes the board very hard, and if they can keep doing that all game, they got a good shot. But like I said, Colorado's got a lot of size as well, so should be a battle on the boards.
First free throw in by Toussaint. And the second one up and good. Now, towards the end of the first half, we saw some trap defense by the Tigers.
Right.
Do you think they'll go back to that at some point here in the second?
I could see that. If UD is able to get a lot of penetration, a lot of driving kick actions by Jai Love and Cameron Hyde, I could see them going back to that trap to slow the offense down.
And that's going to be a traveling violation on Romero.
Yes, sir. I will say, though, Colorado, they do have a lot of depth, and they got a lot of good guard action right now.
Jai Love with the ball across the timeline. On the far side, drifting to the middle, now passing to Boyle. Down on the block to Toussaint, looking for something, finds Juarez. He spins to the middle, and that's going to be stolen by Colorado.
Yeah, like we were talking about at halftime, Kevin, they got to really limit the turnovers, both teams.
Ball in the hands of Romero, over to Kinney, down low to Price. Puts up the shot. He is going to be fouled by Toussaint. That's going to be the third foul on Latrell Toussaint, who's had some foul trouble all year. Price 1 for 2 in the game so far, now 2 for 3 from the line.
It's a tough matchup down there. Both bigs, Toussaint and number 33. They're battling down there for sure.
Second free throw made by Price as Colorado brings it back up to a 4-point game. Love to Toussaint. Toussaint now wants to drive, loses the ball, picked up by Juarez. Hyde with the ball. Back over to Juarez, 7 on the shot clock. Boyle tries to drive, puts up the awkward shot, misses.
The rebound.
Offensive rebound by Dallas and almost taken away by Colorado. Toussaint, Euro step to the basket.
Oh, barely rims out.
Romero driving all the way around, shot put up, misses, rebounded by Price, and he misses. Toussaint with the rebound.
UD pushing the transition.
Love to the basket, shot up, and Boyle with the rebound and the lay-in.
Way to follow it up.
Foul in space by Love. That's going to be his first of the game.
Both teams are getting out and running very well, though. Pushing the pace, both ends of the floor.
So down on the floor, ball will be taken out of bounds by Colorado. Ball over to McCloskey. McCloskey driving on Boyle is stopped, and that's going to be a travel on McCloskey.
I will tell you, Kevin, footwork is key in this game. There's been a lot of travel calls tonight, both ends.
Love up the floor, off to Juarez, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Got to be set on the screens.
Second foul on Love, as Filio will come in for Kinney. Ball on the near side, ball down low to McCloskey, double team, kick over to Filio, and travel. So full court pressure by the Tigers. Romero. Love up the floor, hands it off to Juarez. Ball over to Toussaint, and that's going to be a travel on Juarez.
That's been about 4 travels in a row there.
Pretty soon they'll have to go to the DMV.
Seriously, though. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, in this game, your footwork's got to be on point.
Cunningham back into the game as Filio goes to the bench. Cunningham wants to drive down the middle and lays it in for 2.
He's been playing well all game.
16 points now for Scott Cunningham as Love, guarded by Romero, over to Toussaint, mismatched by Cunningham, and that's going to be out of bounds, last touch by Colorado. Love to inbound, over to Juarez. Swing around the perimeter. Down low, Juarez, shot up, and no good. Bouncing around, Colorado comes up with it.
Transition defense is key here.
Drive to the basket, shot up and in by Rube.
Great take.
Jump shot by Toussaint, that's going to miss. Rebounded by Colorado, off to the races. McCroskey over to Romero, shot for 3. No good, rebounded by Boyle.
UD out in transition now.
Love loses the handle for a moment. He's getting tight pressure. And that's going to be a foul on Romero. And we'll have the under 16 media timeout. So we saw a little bit of a little bit of sloppy basketball there, a lot of travels as was pointed out.
Yep.
But also, Toussaint picking up his third foul, and we saw a couple times he had to just let players go to the basket.
Right.
For how long do you think that Toussaint is going to have to play conservatively?
Hopefully not too long. Yeah, that's a great shot blocker. He eats up a lot of space in the paint, and definitely makes a big effect for guards trying to penetrate. But with 3 foul calls, it's going to be very hard to keep him in for very long if he's going to play conservative like that.
Now, one thing I will say is, in the last couple of home games, I've been very impressed with T.J. Williams coming in as that third forward for Boyle and Toussaint. So far tonight, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Coming down the stretch, do you think that Williams is going to have an influential impact on the Crusaders' schedule?
I think so. He provides a lot of energy, a lot of length, very good rebounder. He's been playing efficient tonight, and provides another great defensive presence. So if he can remain confident, go out there and play with some energy, I think he'll be all right.
All right, so we're back with 15 and a half, and for the next few minutes, Dustin will be taking over the play-by-play.
Another off-the-ball foul here. Looks like it was by number 10, Russo, for Colorado College. Jai Love now inbounding the ball. Toussaint with the post up. Goes up, barely rims out. Russo with the rebound. Colorado's out in transition. Cunningham with the miss. Oh, foul call. Looks like the foul call was by 33, Jack Boyle. .21 Magnus for Colorado College is at the charity stripe now. For everybody at home watching right now, hope you're having a great evening. Magnus' first shot was off. We appreciate you tuning in live for a little SCAC basketball between Colorado College and University of Dallas. Magnus' second shot was good. Jack Boyle with the inbound. University of Dallas looking to set something up here. Swing. Feed inside. Latrell with the miss. Jack Boyle with the rebound. Kick ball by Colorado College. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. It's been an intense game so far. Both teams are getting after it on defense for sure. Jai Love with the inbound. And another travel, folks. Another travel here. That's been about 5 within this half. Colorado with the inbound, looking to set up an offensive play. Cunningham swings it out to the corner, back out to the wing. Rejects a ball screen, kicks out to the corner. And Kenny with a layup. UD's got a couple swing passes going through. One more swing, out to the wing. Marcus Juarez for 3. Rims out. Offensive foul by 33, Jack Boyle. That's been the story of the night, folks. University of Dallas, a lot of foul trouble with their bigs. Looks like 33, Jack Boyle might be coming out with a sub. Number 12 subbing in, T.J. Williams, in for Jack Boyle. Colorado with the inbound. Looking to set up another play here. University of Dallas looking to play some type of matchup zone here. Swing out to Russo. Another swing to Cunningham. Cunningham looking to make something happen. A step back. Short miss. Going down the other way. Foul by number 10, Russo. Like I said, story of the game, folks. A lot of foul calls here tonight. Refs are definitely playing this one tight. Just got to fight through adversity here. Williams with the inbound to Jai Love. It looks like Colorado College is almost in a 1-3-1 here. Playing a little zone. Jai Love, pump fake. Kick out to Cameron Hyde on the wing for 3. Off, short. Marcus Wallace with the rebound. And a layup, it's good. Marcus Wallace with the rebound and the layup. Colorado's getting out to push it. Cunningham looking to set up a pick and roll. Kicks out to the corner, great hands by Marcus Juarez. Colorado's been successful tonight with that penetration and kick out. Another ball screen. Cunningham attacks, kicked out to the corner. And it was a reaching foul right before the layup. Oh, he stepped out. Turnover by Colorado College. They're saying that number 21, Magnus, stepped out. Number 1, Jai Love looks to set up the play. Out to the wing to Juarez. Back out to Love. Swings it over to Cam, 22. Dish inside to Toussaint. Out to Marcus Juarez. Out to Jai Love. One more swing to Cameron Hyde. He penetrates, kicks out to the wing. Penetration by Jai Love, and he gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Jai Love. Foul was committed by number 1 with the push, Nisbet. 2 free throws coming up here by number 1, Jai Love. First one's good by Jai Love. I won't lie, Kevin, that's something we need to see a little bit more of with the University of Dallas, trying to get to the paint a little bit more, open up the three-point line, get a little bit more driving kicks, and I think they'll get to the free throw line a little bit more. Free throw number 2 is good. 48-53, Colorado College. Number 4, Nikolowski's coming up. Swings it out to Kenny. Kenny out to Magnus. Back out to Cunningham. Out on the wing. Cunningham gets a ball screen. Mid-range pull-up. No good. Rebound by Cameron Hyde.
Well, to your point, Dustin, about free throw shooting, Dallas, free throws has also been something that they've struggled with in the past, but some very good shooters this year. Jai Love, almost 80% from free throw. Luis Cristofano.
And roll by Marcus Juarez. And what were you saying?
Luis Cristofano, an 85% free throw shooter, and Latrell Toussaint, 68%, which is, as you know, really good for a big man.
For sure.
So it's one of the subtle parts of the game that's so important.
For sure.
But you know, you have some guys this year who really do well from the free throw line.
That's true. I think they put a lot of work during the practice times. I know the coaches for sure preach on making free throws, working on free throws a lot, and free throws are a difference maker for sure. They can make or break you in a game.
I know back from when you were on the team, there was one year that you guys had a lot of very exceptional free throw shooters. Michael Wamsgans shot 80% that year.
Right.
Josh Nunn shot something like 88%.
Yes, sir.
There were a couple of others who were 75% and over. I think that might have been 18 to 19. Either 17 to 18 or 18 to 19. You guys had a lot of very good free throw shooters.
Right.
But that doesn't seem to be normal for Dallas. It usually is a part of the game that Dallas struggles with.
Right. I will say that 2018-2019 year was a great year. We had a lot of good shooters around us, a lot of guys who can put the ball in the hole, especially from the free throw line. And I think it's just a testament to their game. And it's a lot of mental focus shooting free throws. You know, you got big crowds, especially in away games, and it just requires a lot of reps and a lot of mental focus.
So Marcus Juarez to the free throw line. This is going to be his first trip of the game. First free throw is good by Juarez. And Marcus Juarez, 66.7% from the free throw line this year, 26 of 39. As Dallas has brought it back to a 2-point game. Ball in the hands of McCroskey. Kick out, shot for three from the corner.
That rebound. Oh, they're pushing out transition.
Love with the basketball on the near wing. Gets a screen but doesn't take it. Double team, kick out, Juarez. He drives, fadeaway shot.
Wow, great fadeaway.
And Dallas ties it at 53.
Like I was telling you, Kevin, the driving kick is a great game to play. It opens up a lot of guys from the three-point line, and they're starting to do it more the second half.
Student section getting very loud for the Crusaders.
For sure. A lot of great energy right now.
As Price working on Toussaint, and traveling call.
Another one. That was a great move, too, by Price. You're not kidding, Kevin. The crowd is going crazy right now.
So Dallas with their first chance to take the lead this half. Tied at 53. Love with the ball. Drives, kick to the corner. Shot high for three. And he knocks it down.
Hey, by Cameron Hyde. Corner three. Let's see if Colorado College can respond right here.
First made three for the game for Hyde as Dallas takes the lead almost halfway to go in the second half.
McCroskey for three. Oh, he answers back. Great shot.
McCroskey answers for the Tigers as we're tied at 56, approaching the halfway mark.
Great shot.
Love with the ball, gets a screen, drives, he stopped, finds TJ Williams. That shot's going to be blocked. Dallas gets the loose ball. Toussaint to the basket, and doesn't go.
Barely rimmed out.
Shot Romero, he knocks it in.
He's got great layup game. I will not lie. He's got a layup package on him. Very good at getting it over the defender's hands.
Colorado retaking the lead, 58-56. Love with the basketball, trying to make something happen. He goes to the hoop, misses the shot. Toussaint fighting for it, gets the rebound, misses. TJ Williams.
Wow.
And Colorado finally comes up with it.
They've been active on the offensive glass, though.
To the basket and shot made there. That was number 21, Leo Magnus.
Both teams very active on the offensive glass tonight.
And Dallas actually, looking at their stats so far, 27 rebounds of the game, 15 of them are offensive. They actually have more offensive rebounds right now than defensive rebounds.
If I saw correctly too, Kevin, it looks like number 32, number 32, Unique Washington's coming to sub in. It's crazy, Kevin. I won't lie. Obviously, my senior year, it was the COVID year. Couldn't have any fans in the stands, so it's great to see all the fans back in the stands watching the games now.
Dallas back out onto the floor as Marcus Flores will be the one to take it out of bounds. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Flores to Washington. Washington trying to get to the hoop, misses the shot.
Colorado out and running.
McCloskey with the ball. And that's going to be deflected, I think, by Flores. Drive, and that might have actually been blocked by T.J. Williams.
Rebound by Tucson.
Love to Flores, down low to Williams, just outside the block, works his way in, kick out to Washington. Washington to Love. Looking around, now will drive to the basket and lays it in.
That's a lot of speed and quickness right there. Great 2-foot finish by Jai Love.
$60-58 our score, 7:48 to go. Colorado with the lead. As we'll get a foul and the under 8 timeout. As we'll take another look at our SCAC scoreboard update in Seguin. Southwestern has actually taken the lead against Texas Lutheran 56-52, 6:07 to go in that game. And for all of our Crusader fans and scoreboard watchers out there, definitely rooting for TLU in that game, as Southwestern, one of the two teams directly ahead of Dallas right now with that 2-5 conference record. So, back when you were a player, Dustin, how often did you specifically, but the entire team in general, keep an eye on the scoreboard every night?
For the other teams?
Yeah.
I would say a good, it depended on what our record was really, but I would say good often, and most of the time our coaches let us know anyways, and so we were safe there. But we had a couple teammates who were really precise about that, and we always got the information from them, and so it's nice having resourceful teammates. You know, so some of us are just like, hey, let's show up and let's play hard, but it's nice having those guys around.
Colorado back out. Dallas making their way out onto the floor. As Colorado will be taking this out of bounds. Possession arrow pointing to Colorado. Both teams with 6 fouls. As we'll be shooting free throws from here on out. Ball inbounded to Nisbet. Over to McCloskey, guarded by Washington. McCloskey spins to the basket, shot up and no good, rebounded by Tucson.
McCloskey, he's got a great post-up game for a guard, though.
Love with the ball, doesn't take the screen. Kick over to Juarez, cuts into the middle, shot up, and got it, one.
And one. That was a great penetration and cut by Marcus Juarez right there. Started off with the drive by Jai Love.
Scott Cunningham will come back into the game. Charlie Runagi will go to the bench. Game tied at 60, 7:20 to go, and Juarez a chance to give Dallas back the lead. Shot up and no good. Bouncing around. Rebounded by the Tigers. Up the floor quickly. McCloskey. And almost stolen. And a double dribble.
Yes, sir.
McCloskey appealing that the ball was tipped, but the officials sticking with the call.
That's a tough one right there. It looks like it was tipped.
Dangerous pass over to Juarez as the ball worked its way back to Love on the far side. Now back to Juarez, top of the three-point line. Washington drives, baseline. Love drives from the other side, back to Washington. Shot up over two defenders.
Wow, great mid-range. That's the mid-range key right there, Unique Washington. McCloskey looks like he's ready to get into something, though.
McCloskey now to the basket, and that's blocked by T.J. Williams.
Ground running.
Dallas the other way. Juarez working on Cunningham. Kicks it out to Love. Now to Toussaint. One way, then the other. To the basket. Misses the shot. As Colorado gets it back, McCloskey into the corner. Rug over to Cunningham.
A lot of rimmed out layups tonight.
Cunningham guarded by Juarez. It's 2-on-2. Into the corner, shot Rug for three, misses. Rebounded by Juarez.
Guy Love looking to set something up here.
Juarez with the ball, near wing. Washington over to Juarez again. Into Toussaint, makes the move, misses the shot, but he's fouled. So Toussaint go to the line for two. He's 3 for 4 tonight. And as I mentioned, a 68% free throw shooter. And how much of a difference does it make when you have a big man who's good at free throws?
Huge difference. Very, very effective. Makes the game a lot easier for the players around him. But for a big man like that, it's just a matter of the refs call in aggressive fouls, and, you know, all points are good points. So it's good to have him by a big man.
So Dallas now up by 3, a chance to make it 4. Toussaint. Up and in.
2 for 2.
(64-60), Dallas with the lead, 5:28 to go in the second half. Ball in the hands of Kinney. Romero, shot from the elbow, knocks it down.
He's been efficient with that mid-range shot tonight. Great pull-up.
Romero now 4 for 7 from the floor. 8 points in the game. Dallas now working it around the perimeter. T.J. Williams open from the corner. Down low to Juarez. Over to Love. Shot for 3. And missed. Rebounded by Juarez. Puts it up. Knocks it down.
That's a big man down there. Big rebounds.
Ball in the hands of McCloskey. Swatted out by Toussaint. And that's almost stolen by T.J. Williams. The last touch off of Kinney.
You got to play the rest as if they're out of bounds.
And Dallas catching a huge break right there as it hit off the official and redirected it off of Kinney. And, you know, as it is in the case with most sports, the umpires, in this case the referees in play, big turn of events right there, I would say, for the Crusaders.
For sure. Big turnover right now, though, by University of Dallas.
An opportunity off of that last turnover miss as Dallas turns it over right back. Cunningham will bring it up the far side. Juarez on the defense. Cunningham trying to make a move. He's stopped. Brings it out again.
Great patience by Colorado College.
Cunningham now on the move again. Switch over. Shot for 3. No good. Toussaint charges in for the rebound.
He's got a lot of rebounds tonight, too.
Juarez to the corner. Washington.
They're sticking to that 2-3 zone.
Washington over to Love. Thought about a shot, now drives. Into Tucson, wide open. Tries to dunk it, but he's fouled.
Oh, man, Kevin. He was looking to put him in a body bag. That was dangerous right there.
Foul is going to be on Price, and that's going to be his fourth foul, and that's a big foul on Colorado.
For sure. That looked like a good contest, but refs called a foul. You got to love it, Kevin. Both teams are playing very intense right now. Crowd's over there jumping.
So as we were talking about at halftime, Scott Cunningham, who was having a great first half, was 4 for 6 from 3. Those were all of his shots. Currently, in the second half, he's just 1 for 5 from the floor and 0 for 1 from 3. What's been different in the second half in regards to the Crusaders' defense on Cunningham?
I'd say for University of Dallas, they've been playing a lot less conservative, a lot more pressure on the ball. The defensive presence inside has been great, a lot of shot blocking opportunities, but even just having a contest, it makes the shot more difficult. He had that nice off the glass layup, very high off the glass, but UD has really stepped it up defensively tonight.
Are you surprised that Cunningham has only had 1 shot from deep in the second half?
I'm not. He can really shoot the ball, man. He can shoot it lights out, so once you run him off the line, that definitely helps your chances of slowing him down.
Well, Toussaint, first free throw up and good. Toussaint now 6 for 7 from the free throw line, 14 points in the game. And he hits them both. Romero up the near side, crosses over to the middle, to the far side, hand off Cunningham. Guarded tightly by Juarez.
Playing great defense. Cunningham very patient though. Loses it.
Falls down. It's not. Colorado maintains possession to the basket.
Great play. Great block by Toussaint.
What looked like could have been a disaster for Colorado. They maintain possession of the ball, but Latrell Toussaint says not today as he blocks the ball out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Into the middle, Price.
Great layup.
And he lays it in for 2. 4-point game, Dallas up 68-64. 3 minutes left to go. Dallas probing into Toussaint. Boyer open underneath for a second. He's stripped of the ball. Washington steps in, long 2, no good.
Colorado getting out in transition.
Up the floor, McCloskey to the basket, and that's blocked from behind.
Oh!
And an offensive foul.
Unique Washington, man. He's great at taking charges.
Offensive foul on Jack McCloskey. That's his second foul.
Washington getting the crowd hyped up.
And I believe that was Washington who took the charge.
And Kevin, if this game comes down to free throws, it's going to be huge right here. If both teams can hit some free throws, it's going to come down to that, I think. And to go back to that 2018-2019 group, like I said, we had a lot of great shooters. Joshua Nunn, Michael Wamsgans, Chance Lockhart, myself, a lot of great shooters that can shoot free throws. Jack Gallant, a lot of us can shoot the ball. And if you can shoot the ball, it helps you out. And I think this is what the game's going to come down to at the free throw line.
Dallas keeping it on the perimeter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Into the middle, Toussaint. Turnaround jumper. No good. And that's going to be a foul on Boyle. And that's going to be it.
That's his 5th right there, right?
5 fouls on Jack Boyle.
Oh, that's
and
tough.
we'll have a one-on-one on the other end.
Like I said, here we go. Some free throws coming up.
Jack McCroskey, 1 for 3 for the game. On the season, 56.4%.
Big free throws right here.
First one up and in.
That's a big free throw right there for sure.
Second free throw up and good for McCroskey. He now has 10 points. 2-point game. Dallas up 68-66. Ball over to Washington. Back over to Love. Thought about a three. Now back to Washington. Pumps, drives into the middle. He gets triple teamed.
Great.
Love for three. Misses.
Offensive rebound.
No rebounds.
All right, let's go Tucson. CC's getting out of transition though. Offensive rebounds, fellas. That's what it's been tonight.
A minute and a half to go. Dallas up by 4. Romero with the basketball. McCroskey. Love with the ball. 3-on-2. Love takes it all the way out.
72-66. University of Dallas. CC needs a big bucket right here.
And that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on Tucson.
Another free throw. Here we go.
Romero will be going to the line. He has not taken one yet today. Edgar Romero, a 72.7% free throw shooter, 24 of 33 on the year.
The crowd's getting over there. They're getting hyped up over there, for sure.
First free throw is in, back down to a 5-point game, 72-67, 105 to go.
He's been efficient tonight, number 12, Romero. Solid player.
Misses the second one, rebounded by Hyde.
They're trapping again.
Hyde with the ball to Love. And Colorado will let this possession play out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Love kicks it over to Juarez. Kick out to Tucson, and he's going to be fouled.
That was a great possession right there. Like I told you earlier, Kevin, that was set up by a driving kick by Jai Love, another driving kick by Marcus Juarez, and they're getting to the free throw line.
Tucson, a chance to make it a 3-possession game off of these 2 free throws. And that is it for Adrian Price. That's his 5th foul. He is now done. Scott Rugg coming in for Price. First free throw on the way for Tucson. As he makes it.
He's been efficient from there tonight.
All the Crusaders pull back to half court. Second free throw up and in. 7-point lead. Under 40 seconds to go. Cunningham is fouled. And that's a foul on Tucson, and that's going to be it. That's number 5 for Tucson.
It's a blocking foul. You got to be in position. You got to have your feet squared. They're going to call that every time. Anytime you're crossing your feet on defense, they're going to call it.
So TJ Williams will check in, and now 3 big men, 2 for Dallas, 1 for Colorado, have fouled out.
It's a 1-on-1 right here for Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham, who's 2 for 2 for the game, will be getting a 1-and-1, and we're having a shuffle around for the rebound positions. Players coming in and out. Cunningham makes the first one. 17 points now for Scott Cunningham.
Very efficient from the line. Like we were talking about earlier, TJ Williams, number 12 for University of Dallas. He's been great tonight for them.
Both go in. Timeout taken by Colorado. As Luis Cristofano is getting ready to check in. He's, I think, coming in for TJ Williams.
Try to provide a little bit more offense here.
So this game So Dallas gets the ball to Jai Love.
Jai Love hits the first free throw.
So Dallas back up by 7. Shot for 3, misses, rebounded by Juarez.
.24 seconds to go. More free throws coming up for the University of Dallas. Up 76-69. Marcus Juarez up to the free throw line.
Juarez misses the first one. Misses them both as Colorado brings the ball up quickly. Cunningham, kick over, shot for 3. McCroskey banks it in.
That was a big 3 right there. They're only down 4 right now.
As number 15, Devin Filio, checks in for Colorado. And so if you're Dallas, so far, the 2 big free throw shooters still in the game. Cameron Hyde, who's been 5 for 5, Jai Love 6 for 8. Trying to get the ball in their hands on the inbound. If you're Colorado, those are the last 2 players you want to get the ball. And so how difficult is it as a defense trying to prevent 2 different players from getting an inbounds pass?
Very, very difficult. You are relying solely on face guarding that player. You're not going to be able to determine every move they make. And so trying to stay in front of those 2 guys is very hard. They're both very quick, and as soon as they get their hands on the ball, Colorado College is going to have to foul. So very difficult thing to do.
And surprisingly, Jai Love will be taking it out of bounds. And they get it to Hyde, who Colorado is trying to foul, but no whistle finally. After about 5 seconds went off the clock.
There was about 3 of them right there, but
Foul is going to be number 4 on McCroskey.
Jai Love getting to the free throw line. That's the last guy you want to put on the free throw line for Colorado College.
First free throw up and in as TJ Williams will come in for Louis Cristofano. Scott Rugg in for Devin Filio. Second one misses. 7 seconds. Cunningham up the floor. Shot for 3. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Hyde. And that will do it.
77-72, University of Dallas. That was a great game, Kevin. I appreciate you for having me tonight.
Well, thank you for joining us, Dustin.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
So our final score, 77-72. Our final game stats for the Crusaders. They had 77 points on 26 of 69 shooting, 3 of 14 from the three-point line, and 22 of 31 from the foul line. For Colorado, they had 72 points on 23 of 51 shooting, 8 of 22 from the three-point line, and 8 of 26 from the foul line. For Dallas, they had 11 turnovers, 39 rebounds, 19 offensive, 20 defensive, 13 assists, 5 block shots, 5 steals, and 20 fouls. For Colorado, they had 15 turnovers, 32 rebounds, 9 offensive, 23 defensive, 15 assists, 4 block shots, 5 steals, and 25 fouls. Our individual game leaders, Latrell Toussaint, our game-high scorer with 19 points on 5 of 15 shooting, no three-pointers taken, and 9 of 10 from the foul line. On Colorado's side, Scott Cunningham leading the team with 18 points, 5 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 9 from the three-point line, and a perfect 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Other double-digit scorers, Jai Love had 16 points in the game on 4 of 15, 1 of 5, and 7 of 10 from the field, 3, and the foul line. Cameron Hyde, 12 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, and 5 of 5 from the foul line. And Marcus Juarez, 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 0 of 3 from deep, and 1 of 4 from the line. And for Colorado, Jack McCroskey, the other double-digit scorer with 13 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, and 3 of 5 from the foul line. Our game-leading rebounder was Latrell Toussaint with 9, just missing a double-double. 5 on the offensive side, 4 on the defensive side. And Adrian Price, the game leader or the team leader for Colorado, 7 rebounds for the game. Marcus Juarez also had 8 tonight. TJ Williams had 7. Jai Love with a double-double, 10 assists in the game, leading all players.
That's awesome.
By a pretty sizable margin. Jack McCroskey had 6 assists in the game, but the next most by anyone from either team was just 3. Sam Kinney, 2 block shots in the game for Colorado, but Jack Boyle takes the lead in that category with 3. And Marcus Juarez, the team leader for Dallas, with 2 steals, but Charlie Runagi, the game-high 3 steals for Colorado. And so, as Dallas takes this game, a very big game, as it inches them closer to grabbing that 6th spot and qualifying for the tournament. What were your final thoughts on the game tonight?
I think both teams played really hard. UD started to figure it out at the end with penetrating, kicking out to open guys, cutting to the basket, making big plays. Colorado was a little bit stagnant at the end, but overall they had a lot of great plays. And like I said, it just came down to free throws. I guarantee University of Dallas was dedicating this game to one of their teammates, Blake Dwyer. He just had surgery today. And I think both teams played really well. It just came down to the wire.
Now, as you mentioned, the free throws, Toussaint, it seemed like that could have been an issue with him fouling out at the end, but Jai Love and Cameron Hyde picking it up between them they were 12 of 15 from the line. And, you know, if you've been in a lot of games, having to come in big under pressure,
Right.
what goes through your mind in those late game situations when you're playing the free throw game?
Just remaining calm, taking deep breaths, remembering all the reps you put in, and then just letting it go from there. It's all about feeling. You want to make sure you feel good at the free throw line, block out all the noise, and just focus, trusting all the reps you put in.
Well, as we wrap up with the win, Dallas improves their record to 5-12 on the year, 3-6 in the conference. Colorado with the loss drops to 5-15, 3-8 in the SCAC. And our last scoreboard update for now, as Southwestern defeated Texas Lutheran 70-63, so ground Dallas could have made up. They are unable to, as Southwestern, one of the teams ahead of them, wins. And as we take a look at our SCAC scoreboard, we'll also have the second games of both Southwestern and Texas Lutheran and Colorado and Dallas coming up in just a few minutes. Once again, our final score tonight, Dallas defeating the Tigers 77-72. And with about 17 minutes left, we will take a break and come back to do a pregame for the women's game. Thank you for joining us for Game 1, and we'll be back in a few minutes with Game 2.
Thank you again, Kevin. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Dustin, for joining us. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Eminem and GTG. Have a good night, Kevin.
You too.